Hello viewers, today is video of the day. I think it's 12 or 13. I'll put it in the video box. Kind of an unusual day because we have a dog here today, which is not typical. So I'm not exactly sure how much will get done today because we got her here. But there's a couple of things I could do inside. I want to clean the windows on the inside because all the windows have that stupid all the windows have that that haze on them from those vaporizers. So I gotta clean all the windows on the inside. Kind of a crummy day out. It's been raining. It just started raining real heavy a minute or two ago. A lot of water coming out. I did fix up the gutters, the downspouts here that goes along the side of the house. The downspouts had gaps. I should do a separate video on this because it's really stupid and I don't understand it. But the downspouts, or the pipe along the ground, right? It had. Let's see if I can show it. Okay, I can show it from here. Yeah, this pipe here. The problem was this part goes into that part and the water flows this way. Same thing with these joints on the edge here. The top one is correct because the water is following the direction where the pipe goes in, but then this one here is incorrect. And so what was happening was water would leak out at all these joints, and by the time the water got to the end, because there's 4 or 5 joints, there wasn't a whole lot of water left. So now what I did was I took it apart and I put a bead of hot glue and I put it back together, and that seems to fix it. And now we get a much stronger flow. Like with this amount of rain before, it would have just barely been trickling out, but now it's really coming out pretty good. So hopefully that helps with the water situation. It's not gonna fix it, but I think any little bit helps. Did get a new pump for downstairs, so if we need to turn it on, we'll do that, no problem. Did a lot of work outside. Got all that cleaned out in the back. Got some chips there. I gotta put more chips and clean a few more leaves, but that's looking pretty good now. I gotta change the lights on the deck back to the summer ones. Fix this. I need to bring the pellets up because I have no more pellets left upstairs, and perfect timing for it to be a crummy rainy day. Oh well, I guess I'll have to get wet. So we have her here today. She doesn't like the heat, I guess. Well, it's 73 degrees in here. It's not that warm, but I guess it's warm to her. So we'll wash the windows today. I guess I could clean the closet out in the kitchen because that's a disaster. I was trying to think of some indoor activities I could do upstairs. I have to clean out the garage. Well, it's mostly done, but I have to take down the ceiling fan and a couple other miscellaneous items because the bats is getting removed in a couple days. So we'll do that maybe tomorrow, I guess, and then I can put the garage back and start using it. That'll be nice. So some bad news on the air conditioner front. I started testing the air conditioners, and I have found so far that 2 of the units do not work. The 5K cool zone and the wood grain 5K fetters that I had in the kitchen in the computer room last year, both have lost the charge. And I knew there was probably something wrong last year because neither of those units seemed to get as cold as they should. They just weren't really performing quite properly. So I had suspicions that something was up, but I guess there was a leak, and now neither of those have any charge. So, you know, annoying, but you know, you fix it and recharge it up and then it's good to go. I can't find any R22. I scoured eBay. There's no R22 left on eBay. I called a couple local suppliers. Nobody's willing to sell any. So I don't understand what we're supposed to do. I guess I'm gonna have to try to fit, I think it's 448 or 449 is a drop-in fit for 22. So I might have to do something like that, I guess. What a nuisance. But even that stuff isn't cheap either. It's like 100 beans for a pound. So not good. Not good at all. And I'm afraid to test the 18K cool zone that I used in the living room here, because towards the end of last year, that one too was having some issues where the coil wouldn't always get cold all the way through, or it took a very long time. And I have a feeling that one's leaking too. That I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix though, because it depends on where the leak is. The condenser on that thing is shot. The first couple inches is just like sand. It's just terrible. So that one I'm not surprised by, but the other two I'm kind of surprised by because they're not very rusted. But I don't know. Both of those machines probably distributed. Well, I know the fetters was 1989, so that produced over 3 decades of reliable service, and I'm pretty sure the cool zone is right around the same era. So, you know, 30-something years with no service or maintenance until the last 2 years. You know, not bad. The new stuff don't even last a couple years. So, not sure what I'm going to do about that. I got to get that thing tested and see what happens. I have scoured Facebook, Stupid Place, Craigslist, Let Go, Offers Down. There's no vintage air conditioners in this area. This is a problem that I run into all the time. They're just going. And I'm going to do a video showing that because it's really outrageous. But there's nothing. So we'll do a video looking through some listings, and you can see just how much there isn't. I'll have to be pretty aggressively going to tag sales and stuff. See if I can pick up some there. So anyways, I got to get the video put out for today. I neglected to do it this morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the video out now, and we'll start doing some activities. Gonna do some cooking today. We gotta make lunch and dinner. Won't need this today because there's no sun. And I gotta clear out these memory cards. I think this one is empty. This one, and these batteries should all be charged up. Here's the other one. Here it is. I'm going to try to do today's video with this new GoPro's mount. So we'll see how that works. Nobody seems to care about my nature videos, but there's a fox. Looks nice and healthy too. It's kind of an uncommon sighting. There's a lot of nature here, kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but the fox is one of the lesser common things. I got the video put out, and now I think I'm going to deal with this computer situation over here today. So that computer I can no longer use for this use case because I cannot get the Spotify to run on a Celeron or Pentium chip. This computer, I just don't like the way it sits here because it's too big. So we're going to replace it today to clean up this area because I'm sick of looking at it like this. It's annoying and it's unsightly. Okay. What are you doing? You just got activated? My first choice in computer replacement would have been this one. This Optiplex 745 here. It's a Core 2 chip, so it would work, but it takes one of those proprietary power cords. I know I have one somewhere, but I don't know where it is, and I don't know if it works. So I think for now, what I will do, just to put something better. Why are you activated all of a sudden? I thought you were going to go to sleep. Just to put something... What do you want? Jesus. And this is part of why I don't think I'm going to get much done today. Just as a temporary setup, I think what I will do is I will use this computer, which is a Lenovo computer. This is not what I want over there long term, but it's already set up and I know it's working properly, so it'll just take me a few minutes. I'll just create another account on here called Listen to Music, and it'll be pretty much a drop-in replacement for now. The table, of course, has the stupid white film on it. So I'm going to have to wash the table because it's got the white film like everything in this house has because of those stupid vaporizers. I really should have done this when I had everything else apart before. So So we will reuse that keyboard and that computer mouse, and this is the little dongle thing for it, the receiver. How am I gonna throw it for you if you don't give it to me? Oh, great. I missed. What happened? Oh, I see what happened. I guess I'll just clean it with all the speakers on top. This is a very noisy dog. She's not angry. It's just how she's always been. She's very noisy. I'm not going to get anything done today. I must have gone under the bed. Alright, I'll get it. I'll get it. It's not a big deal, I'll get it. Don't need the hysterics. I want to clean these windows too, because all the stupid film is on the windows too. I should clean it while I have the stuff off of there. I have this which works pretty good for the windows. It's real quick. I think I need to wash some towels. I don't have very many towels clean anymore. Tide, the #1 brand. I didn't buy this. Okay. These are the towels that I used while I had the poison ivy out of control all over my person. So we're gonna wash these. Might even wash them twice to get all those poison oils off. We'll just do 2 loads. Ain't no point in trying to fit it all into one. This thing doesn't work too good when you put a lot of stuff in there. So we'll go to heavy, which just makes it run for longer. And we'll rinse it twice. Use up a lot of water. Okay. And I just usually put a little bit of water down through here, just to flush that out so it doesn't corrode from the black. This is a disaster down here because of the garage situation. A trash weather day. You know what? Actually, this computer screen, I want to test this out and see if it works, because potentially I want to put this into my desk upstairs here in the living room. Oh, there you are. I was only gone for a few minutes. This computer screen is a little bit bigger, so I think I want to put this one over at my desk here in this room, because as the weather turns nice and the air looks better, I'm be using this computer more often. That's good. Why don't you take a break? You're getting all worked up. Okay. Yeah, it's dry in here today. Why don't you go drink some water or something? Yeah. More water. Me too. Good. In case there's any poison ivy oils on those towels still, which there probably were, I'm gonna have to wash it off. The water is absolutely freezing. And the ground is so cold still. And it's funny because in the summer the cold water sometimes actually gets warm because the streets are so hot. Okay, little guy, it's just a stinking boiler. Nice clean water we have here though. Expensive, but clean. Alright, let's get these windows washed. And then I can finish with the computer. And of course they need to be washed on the outside too, but that's not an activity for a rainy day. This particular window, this pair of windows does not work in the sense that I can't get it to open, so I ought to just take the screen out because it impairs the view for no reason. That's usually all I do for the windows, and it gets them perfectly clean. Now, some people sit there with cleaners and all this stuff. I don't find that necessary. Maybe on the outside, perhaps, but not on the inside. Doesn't get dirty enough. And it already looks so much better. Wow. Because you can't even see that the window is there anymore. I can't believe how much damage those vaporizers did to my house. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Just look at that. That's ridiculous. Wow. What a joke. I don't think this will pick up on the video clearly, but geez, you can really see the difference after cleaning this. That fog is so thick. Now some of this black dust on the frame, that might be from the stove. From cleaning the stove, the dust kind of kicks up a little bit. Yeah, it comes right off, easy to clean. I guess these must be really bad on the outside. Oh yeah, look at that. The whole screen thing is filthy. Jeez. Alright, well, I'll get that cleaned up too. But, well, actually, I suppose I could do that today because it's under the overhang. Maybe I will. It's not too bitter cold today, but it's certainly unpleasant. Can I reach the top of this? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, she's gonna get all hysterical. I'll just do it another time. You're not gonna let me clean the windows outside today, are you? Oh, you're so itchy. It's okay, I came back in. Okay, so we'll put this back. Actually, I can dust this thing off too. Alright, and now I'll put this computer screen back. Which also is covered in the stupid film. At least it comes off easy, that's all I can say about it. I'm pretty sure I kept the cables here. We need, well, the power cable doesn't change. July 2003. Hard to believe these screens are 20 years old now. I know when these things were everywhere. Okay, that's the power, and then we need signal. This one looks shorter for some reason. I'll go with this one. I don't usually screw these in, but I'm going to in this case because the vibration of this table could potentially cause them to come loose. And since this clip is busted off of here, nothing is holding the wires in place. Okay. There we go, that's much better. Much more correctly sized for this table, and it is more era correct with the equipment. This looks better. Okay, so that's the screen. It's on, the power button doesn't work, so it just runs continuously, which is kind of stupid, but that's just the way it is. This does not belong in here anymore. This stuff does not belong in here either. Okay. I did buy a new cord for this because the other cords, well, it broke, I guess. I don't know exactly what happened, but I have these cords here, the Vicalink cords, which of course have a gigantic thick plastic film package for two little cables that could have come in a small cardboard box. You know, I can't have a pound of R22 refrigerant in an air conditioner for 40 years, but I can just put tons and tons of plastic into the trash. This is not food, it's cables. Not food. See? It's cables. So this will take the these, whatever they're called, cables here, and convert it to 3.5mm stereo, which is what the computer accepts. So this computer, I think, is small enough to just slip right under there, which is pretty cool. Not ideal because it'll get dusty. I'll have to clean it often, but that'll look cleaner. I hate to take this away from here, but I gotta repurpose it to use it somewhere else because it's not doing any good just sitting there. And this could go in a closet or something because I haven't really used that at all. Alright, what do we got here for cables? We have, you want to see what we're doing here? We're going to plug in the computer. Okay. This is a dog's way of hugging somebody. They lean up against you because they don't have arms. But this is how they communicate that. And to speak their language, you just sit there and lean back on them. This cord is a bit messed up here, but that's not a big deal. So we got our VGA cable. This takes a proprietary power brick, but that's okay because I have quite a few of them. Did she slam up the camera? I think that she did. I got quite a few of these, and they seem to be reliable, so I don't really mind them. I have some real short of these cables. I just need it to be like that. I thought I had a little, where's that tie wrap that I had? Just had one somewhere. Where did it go? Well, I'll just grab this one and I'll put it back the other one when I find it. Okay, I didn't want this. I wanted the adapter. Or whatever the heck this is. I'm falling apart here. Alright, so we just need this to... It's got to plug in and then go down and connect to my brick here. So this should just go like this. This cord should probably be tied up as well. And again, just because this is moving around, I'm going to screw this in, but a lot of times I don't bother with these. I think they're a pain in the neck. Okay. And then we network access. Which is all messed up here. I'll fix the cable management better later when I'm not held in place by a dog. This is probably a bit longer than it needs to be. Okay. And now we need that audio cable. We use this one for now. This is an extension, which is kind of handy in some cases. Drop this down from above. Should not have any kinks in it. Don't need that. Okay, and then power goes in over here. I think in the past I just kind of tucked this cable under the thing here. Now that I have access to that I will have access to the floor more easily with the ceiling in the garage removed, I will just add another network jack right behind here to clean this up a little bit, so I don't have to have it like that. Add a jack under here. Okay, that's that. I keep this sub on a little piece of foam so some of the vibration gets absorbed before it just vibrates the table. Okay. That's pretty much back to the way that it was. Slip this under here like that, and that works pretty good. We've got good airflow behind here. I don't particularly like the way the network cable is sitting, but it should be fine. It's got enough slack, I think. This batch of wires should really, I should move this up onto the back of the table here so it's out of sight. Of course, the only problem with cable management that's this tight is that you lose the ability to move the stuff around while it's connected, which is inconvenient, but it is what it is. There's a little bit of slack on this one so it can all go down to the same spot. I don't know where it is. Do I know where it is? I have some like wire tubing stuff that I should put down the center here to keep all the cables together. Okay. That can sit like that. Now this should not be seen from the bottom. So like we have five cables that go down. So if I had that stuff, I could put it all together in one and drop it down. Let me see if I can find it. I think I know where it is, but that's only half the battle. The second half is actually physically getting to it. Yeah, no shot. It's that box. Second one down, all the way back there. Alright, we'll just use a bunch of wire ties then. I ain't getting to that anytime soon. We should switch camera mounts. I think the clamp mount would make more sense right about now. And I believe these are like a quick change. I should be able to grab this right off of here and stick it on here. Super easy. I tell you, this really is a great camera for what it is. Now, I can clip this to my table. I should have done that originally because that's much better. So what we want to do here, instead of having all these cables come down like this, I want to have them just come together as one and be clean like that. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. I'm going to tie it at the top here. An inch or so, maybe 2 inches higher, and then when I drop it down, the joint here should stay behind the table. Kind of creates a small problem though on top of the table, because now this looks crummy. I guess what should happen is this power cord should come through and connect like this, the same way the VGA cable does. Connect it. There we go. Okay. So that's pretty good. So now we can go back under here and I'm going to pull this wire down so that that's tight, and we'll put another tie right here, and we'll get this nice and clean here. Okay, and we'll do one more, and that should take us down to where it will be hidden by the sub, and then it doesn't matter anymore. You can go one more, no reason not to, I guess. Okay, so that's pretty clean. Looks much better now. I only have the one piece going down. And the sub is actually filthy as well. So I gotta clean that up. Let's see what we can do over here. This is just not ideal because there's so many cords here. Potentially could just slip this back to be behind the sub like that. Yeah, that works. I don't really see that anymore. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Only thing I'm not thrilled with is the way that is in the corner there, but I'll fix that. So now, let's, I gotta plug in the, why on earth are you that close to that other computer? We gotta plug in the keyboard dongle. There's the other wire tie I was looking for. I'm gonna plug it into the front because I'm not sure it'll get a good signal otherwise. Well, this was working. I think I see the problem. Looks like the cord's not down all the way. That's stupid. Stuff these excess wires underneath the table away from the power bar switch so it doesn't unintentionally get shut off by itself. Yeah, that's what it looks like under there, but whatever. Okay, let's try again. Much better. Now this should come up. Again, it just kind of comes on by itself because it's busted. But there's no point in throwing it out. It still displays the image, so we just let it sit here and run constantly until it breaks. What else are you gonna do? Alright, so I need to log into this machine. I gotta create a second account called Hear Music or whatever I call it typically. And then we'll be all set with it. I suppose that probably makes a horrid sound on the video. I'll try to avoid doing that as much as I can. Okay, we have an error. You must restart your computer to apply these changes. I can't imagine what changes were made because I just logged in, but okay. Let me make the account first and then we'll do it. Okay, and then let's see here, we'll change the picture to a record because that makes the most sense here. And then we'll off that and we'll do a restart and see how everything works here. We gotta grab the pipes screensaver, and we might have to reinstall Spotify. I'm not certain. I don't know if it's a machine-wide installer or not. Okay, while that goes, just take a look at what we got here now. Much better. Looks real clean now, except for those these power bar wires, but not too much we can do about those because there's nowhere else to plug in the power bars. Actually, that's much better. Okay. And I just have that bar there for when I use computers at this table or whatever else I want to plug in, because you can't really reach that outlet with the way things are here. Okay. Did I not set a... I guess I didn't set a password. Okay, I'll do that. Preparing my desktop. Good for it. Okay, so over here, I need to tether up this, because we're not going to use it in this application anymore. And this computer mouse, I kind of like this mouse for use with Windows 8. I remember using these mice when it first came out, so leave that there to use with the computer. What I will do is I'll tie up the wire a little bit because it's longer than I would need with a laptop. We only need this much. Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
start over again. Looks like the mail is coming. Let's see if we get any exciting packages today. Probably just bills and junk mail. That's typically all that comes in. Yep, looks like just bills and junk mail today. Standard. Okay, so we only needed one of these cables. Oh, no, actually we're getting a package. Cool. I'm not sure what that is. Might be some light bulbs. Alright, so we're done with this. Done with this. This I think is handy to keep in here, and put those computers somewhere else. Don't need any more of these. You can put these away. Okay, let's see what we got. Do we have Spotify on this computer? Nope, it does not look like it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the other account. And I'm going to grab, and I'll put into the public folder. Put into downloads. We need to grab where is it? We need this one. This one's kind of old, but it'll work. It'll update itself. And then we need screensavers. Now we'll just grab them all. Throw them all in there. Okay. Grab that box before it gets soaked. Okay. I don't know where the box is. Must be at the other door. There it is. Oh, I know what this is. This is part of the living room lighting project. This is 7 more of those splitters. Yeah, one in the middle there. Get to that on another video. That's enough material for a whole video in and of itself. Okay, let's go back onto here. And we'll go in here. Oh, I don't care. It still works. Huh. Okay, so now we have to grab, let's see here. I downloaded the legacy versions right before they cut it off. So I should be able to get it on here again. Let's see, software, programs. I know I put them on here. Spotify. I think we have to use this one. This is the offline installer. I'm surprised that happened so quick because they just cut off XP like a couple months ago. It's really a shame. It's going to start getting really difficult to keep using the software, and it's just, there's no reason for it. Okay, let's see if it works. Don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Yeah, I think it'll work fine. Yep, it's working. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We gotta set the time on this equipment here. Okay, it's working properly, so that's good. So that takes care of the music box for today. It looks much better. I'm much happier with it set up this way rather than the way it was before. I didn't like the way it was before at all with this computer. So that's good there. That's all set. Now, there's two options for over here. Number one is I could put this monitor in place, which would be a little bit better physically because I think it's thinner. It would sit closer back to, oh man, that is soaked. It would sit closer to the wall, but I really like those monitors, so the other option is set up two of them so that I have more screen access. I'm not sure what I want to do, so I'll have to figure that out. But we'll get to that. I'm getting a little hungry. I think I'm going to take a break and make some food. And the camera battery is just about full. So I need to... Wouldn't that be nice? The battery fills up as you use it. The battery is just about empty. So I need to change it. I just realized I forgot to put the screenshots in here. Or not the screenshots, the whatever the heck those things are called. I usually use the pipes, so we'll just go ahead and grab all these and throw them in there. This one I need to run the installer of. That's like a fish tank. It's kind of cool to have. I should put that one on the TV computer. So the screensavers just go into C, Windows, it's just 32, and they just sit in that file, in this folder. We're going to skip the ones that already exist in there because some of them already exist. And now the screensavers are in there. Alright, cool. So now when we go into personalize or publicize, we should have screensavers, and we can do pipes, and it should work properly. What is the resolution on this thing? 1280 by 1024. 1280 by 1024, 32 bits color. Okay. So that should draw across the whole screen, in theory. Yep, it looks like it's going. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Right to the edge. Okay, good. 1 minute. No locking on this necessary. The power settings. I don't want this. It should never turn off. Oh, we could do. No, we'll do never, because then I forget it's on and when it shuts itself off. Okay. Okay. The photograph, that's fine. We'll keep the Windows 7 photograph. That's good. We don't need any of these icons here on the desktop. What I typically do, I'm not going to read email on this computer. Oh, everything is locked. What I typically do is I'll change the icon on this here Where are the icon folders? Here we go. Oops. What the heck is going on here? Where is the... Why is this giving me a hard time here? No, it's been so long since I've done this, I don't remember where the icons are stored anymore. So we'll turn to the webs. Imageries, that's what it is. Imageries. Okay. So it's going to be C, Windows, Imageries, there it is. Okay, so we'll copy this path, and if we put it into here, there we go. Okay. You know, I should save that information, although it's readily available on the webs. Okay, so we'll change this to we'll change it to a CD. Okay. And then I guess I'm never going to get around installing that probably. I'm going to change the icons to no, that's not what I wanted. Large icons. And we'll keep that one there. You know what I want to hear? Maybe some music videos or something. So we'll cancel this. We don't need that no more. We'll delete this. Delete. And we'll do a new shortcut. Throw that in there. And we'll call this Watch Music Videos. And this is being a pain in the neck again. Just lost the charge on the camera. I knew it was going to be time to change it soon. I have to keep fighting with this here. And this will put a What should we put here? Can put a projector screen. I think that would make sense. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, and we want this to open with chromes. So actually no, we're going to use Fireblogs because Fireblogs doesn't throw annoying messages that I'm using Windows 7 still, and I will continue to use Windows 7. So we're going to go into here, we're going to set default programs. I'm going to go to Fireblog and set this program as default. Okay, so now this should open Fireblog, which might take a minute because I haven't opened it in a long time, so it's not cached. Okay, that worked. And this should be Spotify. That works. Now, don't need all this stuff down here. Get rid of all that, make this simple. No, that doesn't pin the way I want it to. That stays there for some reason, but this doesn't stay there for some reason. I think I would have to put like the actual program on here, not the web shortcut. Okay, let's take out the trash. And let's see here. I usually put it so that this opens by itself when I turn the computer on. It typically defaults to that, so most likely it will be there anyways. And then just the password I gotta put on here. And this will be all set now. Okay. Alright, so we're good here with this. This is all set. It wants to install updates, but we're not going to do that right now. So this is good to go. Alright, perfect. That's all set. The computer's replaced and the audio amplifier of the receiver is fixed, and everything looks good now. Okay, we gotta charge this up again. It's getting dark. Stupid cloudy, rainy weather. I think this one is already charged up. No, it's not. Okay. Normally I would have a place for these computers downstairs, but because it's in total disarray from the bats, I don't want to add anything else down there right now. So I'm just going to throw it in my disastrous end room because I need to clean up that room anyway, so who cares if there's extra computers in there. That computer screen I'm going to leave in here for now because I still want to check it and see if it works. Alright, I might as well finish cleaning the windows, at least on this side of the room. And then I'm gonna break for dinner because I'm getting hungry. I got it. I saw what happened. I suppose these two windows I could probably do outside today because it's easy access. That was a little ridiculous. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. I don't know what that is. Interesting. It's on the inside. You probably could get that off. Perfect. Easy enough. There's some more junk on here. Geez, this one's really bad on the outside. Not good. Why it's like that. Should be the cleanest. It's under the overhang. I wonder if I never cleaned these. I might have never gotten to this one side last year. It was really the south facing windows that bothered me because the sun would come in the evening and you could just barely see it coming through because the window was so dirty. So I know I cleaned this outside. I might not have gotten to this side. It looks like this hasn't been cleaned in years over here. Okay. Now we can put this area back together. Okay. And this, I have no idea what that is. It almost looks like the finish to that lamp, but I'm just going to cancel it out because nothing I can do with it. Okay. Something is on this other window here in a couple of spots. Maybe it's scratched, I guess? That's kind of weird. Huh. Alright. Let me see if I can clean the outside without getting some hysterics from the dog. It's raining pretty good right now. Ah. She's having a problem now. I have to open this from the inside, I think. Ah, that looks so much better now. I can see outside clearly. I had fixed this window so that it opened correctly, but now I guess the screen is having a problem. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Alright, we'll get to that eventually. Now the door is nice and clean now. This is great. Oh, I can't reach it. There's old stuff in the way. It ain't worth it. I'm gonna get soaked trying to move that plant. Okay, I'll resume this project some other time. But that's better. That's an improvement. At least we made some progress. Closes okay. And this handle needs to be fixed as well. It's like loose on the back, I guess. I don't know. I'll get to it some other time. Okay. The towels should be done washing by now, so we'll go ahead and move those over into the drying sequence. I think I'm gonna make a pita pizza tonight. Hey, little guy. Stay up here for a minute. Yeah, I'll make a pita pizza with corn. Not like corn on the pizza, just corn with it. Okay, that's good for that. down. It's gonna clean the filter. Probably should clean the whole machine. We're approaching on a year of operation. We have 0.2, almost 0.3 inches of rain so far. Usually I think we'll be okay until we get about 0.5, and we got to start worrying about the pump situation. Is this not up to par for you? Alright, let's see what we got for food. So we're gonna need, I bought some pita bread for this particular situation. And we're gonna need some ground chicken. I'll prepare this first. And what else do we need? I think that's all that we're going to need for now. We'll need the sauce and the cheese later on. I guess I'll do a video of this pizza. Time to give her some food. And she's getting hungry as well. Maybe she's not hungry. What did you do with that piece of food? Okay. And then I guess she needs these pills. I'm not really sure what these are. Let's see if we can trick her into eating her medications. That seemed to work. Good enough. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so we'll put this away. It's going to be driving her nuts. Now I need to feed myself. Okay, that's it. We're all done now. I think what I'll do is I'll cook this chicken in the pan just for the sake of ease. I won't need a big pan. I just need a, or unless is this, what is the ratio on this? Fresh and lean as opposed to stale and fatty. Okay, I guess I'll just bake it. It takes longer, but I don't have to sit in front of it and watch it, so we'll need, what? Is there something wrong with your food? Seems to be okay. Wow, look at these nice clean windows. If we get a break in the rain, I'll take her outside for a few minutes. It's still coming down heavy though. Alright, I'll get to my video now, my cooking video. I should have turned all the lights on first, that's why it's so dark. Today we will be making pita pizza with chicken. So we're going to start by cooking up the chicken here. We'll use about a third of the package. So we're going to first prepare the tray. We're going to put some aluminum foil over it. I'm going to make sure that this covers all the sides so that when the juices from the meat start to come out as it cooks, it doesn't do a liquid spill all into the oven. Alright, that looks pretty good like that. So now we'll get this opened up. I always find this to be a little bit difficult to open because it has like a second thing that doesn't always come off. So let's cut this into about a third. Okay. And just so that this cooks faster, we will spread this out kind of like this. I don't want to lose the consistency of it because when I put it on the pizza, I want it to be like this kind of stringy consistency. But I just want to spread this out a little bit so it cooks faster. And we could even, oh, I could have cut it down the middle. I don't want to mess up the foil here, but we'll cut it down the middle as well. This way, when it's done cooking, it's just about ready to just go right on the pizza the way it is. Alright, that's good enough. So this will now go into the oven for about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes at around 320 degrees. Use the lower rack. And we'll put away the rest of this chicken for another dish. Let's see if this will fit. I don't think this will fit in here just the way it is. It'll give it a shot. Nope, now we're just making a mess. I should have cut it in half before trying to move it. Okay, so this can go away for another day and use that to make a pasta sauce or something. Oh jeez, I'm gonna break the stinking camera. Okay, so that's that for the meat. Now I got a couple of minutes while that cooks. About 20 minutes. I get a couple of things out in the time being, but pretty much just let that do its thing until that's ready. We'll cook in, I don't think it'll fit in this pan. No, we'll cook in that big pan. I could use that pan, in fact. I think it would fit. This one's a little bit bigger. Yeah, it still doesn't get the edges. We'll just use the big one. Do I not have any tomato sauce in here? Huh? I guess not. Okay. This should be all that we need for the pizza. Yeah, I think so. Only a spoon. And we'll need something to get that chicken off of the... We'll need a bowl for that chicken so I can kind of cut it up a little bit before it goes on the pizza. I think that's it. So I'll let that chicken cook, and then when that's done, I'll come back on the video and keep recording. I guess this is as good a time as ever to get some pellets out of the garage. I need to bring up at least 2 bags to fill up the stove. It's pretty much empty. And it seems to just be getting colder. Yep, it's just about empty. See if we got any water coming in here or not. No, we're good for now. What on earth? Why is all that junk in here? It's not correct. It's only 50 degrees in here. It's getting a little cold. Put that heat on just a little bit. I think it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so I'll just do the 1 bag now and I'll bring up the 16 tomorrow if it's nice. This should get me through the rest of the night into the morning. It's cold, but it's not that cold. I guess still another 5 minutes or so on the chicken. Okay, the chicken is done now, so we can get back to the video. The chicken has finished cooking, so we're ready to take this out and put it into our bowl here. There's a lot of fat and stuff that came out of the meat. That's fine, we'll leave that alone, we don't need that. We're going to try and drain as much of that out as we can. It's not good for the health. Not that this is really a healthy meal, but why make it worse? Okay, so we're going to take this chicken and we're going to make it into smaller pieces here so that we can sprinkle it on the pizza a little bit better. And one of the reasons why I like to use the ground meat is because it breaks apart pretty easily, and will go on there in nice small pieces. Alright, that's good enough. So now we're going to open up the pita bread. This is nature's own, perfectly crafted artisan flat bread. And we're going to put this into our pan. I'm going to start with basic tomato sauce. You could also use just plain diced up tomatoes, you know, that come in the can. You don't want to add too much sauce because it'll become liquidy. That's about as much as it's going to be able to handle. Okay, now the next thing that goes on is the chicken. I put the chicken on before the cheese because if you put the cheese on first, sometimes the chicken just falls off. But if the chicken is on first, you put the cheese over it, it kind of keeps it in place good. This is a little bit much for this. Probably could have done a quarter of the package. Yeah, this is gonna be really meaty. No, it's a thick bread, so I guess it could handle it. Okay. Now we're gonna add some buffalo wing sauce. This just gives it a nice little kick. I'm going to coat this pretty thoroughly. Alright, that should be good. And I'll put a little bit of some Italian herbs on here. And a little bit of red pepper, a little more spice. And then we put the cheese on. And we always want to use low moisture cheese. Low moisture, otherwise you'll get liquid issues. Hey, we don't need your antics in the recording. I'm putting a lot of cheese on here. I like cheese. Okay. Now this is ready to go on the heat. And pizza cooks hot and quick. Typically. In this case, I'm going to go around medium because the bread is already cooked, so we're heating it up. We're not necessarily cooking. So I'm going to go about halfway on, a little bit more, because this pan takes some time to warm up. I'll turn it down in a minute. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now we just gotta let it cook. I'm gonna need to consume some milk with this meal because this is gonna be very acidic. This, I don't really have a good way to seal this back up because of the way it opened. I should have opened it a little more carefully. I have to put this into a... I have a box that'll fit this. This pan takes a very long time to warm up. Pizza's been cooking for a few minutes now. Let's see how it's doing. It's got a ways to go still, I think. We want the bottom to start to get crispy but not hard. We also need the cheese to start melting. It's getting a little bit crispy, so I'm going to turn it down a bit and then let the heat start to go up through and melt the cheese. It's got like maybe 2 or 3 minutes left. You can see the edges are starting to melt as well. I think I might have stirred this a bit too hot. It's not burning on the bottom, but it's getting brown, so I'm going to have to cut it off here. I should have turned it on a little bit lower and let it cook slower. I'm a little too ambitious. So to fix this, what I will do is I'll I'll just stick it in the toaster for a minute. And that'll melt the cheese off the top. Turn it on for not even 2 minutes just to melt the cheese, and then it'll be ready. Okay, that's it. Just a few minutes and it's ready. It's going to be easier to have gotten it in and get it out. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. And the plate is hot because I've had it up on the top of the thing here. So there we go. There is our flatbread pizza, which I cooked a little bit too quickly, and so it's a little bit more crispy than I would like, but I'm sure it will still be fantastic. Okay, now I can actually eat the pizza. I got done with dinner. Now I got some things I got to do on the computer, so this might be a good time to check this screen and see if it works. I think I can use the same power cord and data plug that I've already got here, so I just gotta remove it from this screen and connect it to the other one. And then of course there's going to be an audio problem because I don't know if the soundbar that's on this machine will connect to this other monitor. I have a feeling it might, but I'm really not sure. So anyways, let's see if the screen even works first, because I don't know if it does. Okay. Yeah, it's got VGA, so should be able to hook this right up and test it, no problem. Well, it might be it might be a problem getting it plugged in. Physically, it actually doesn't really sit back much further than I thought it was, as further back as I thought it would. So that's not really, I'm not gaining any space really. This is like impossible to see. How the heck do you plug this stupid thing in? Yeah, I know you can't see this. I can barely see it. Okay, I got it. Okay. Just for the sake of curiosity, let's see. Yeah, I guess it does connect. The question is, does it have the audio or the power jack? And I think it does. So I think I could use this monitor here with the same power bar. Alright, so that's that. So I will do what I gotta do on the computer. I'll use the screen. It seems like it works. I'll use the screen for a while and see if I like it. It looks okay. It's big, but it's not too big. I think this desk could certainly handle a screen this size. The other screens, having 2 of those, I think would be too big. I did some work on the computer here. I like the screen, but it's got some problems. The first one is, I don't know if this will pick up on the video or not, but it's the screen, it's like glittery. I don't know if it's just so dirty that it's like that. Well, it is filthy. I should clean it off and see if that goes away. But it's very distracting. It doesn't seem quite right. But other than that, it is very clear and it's perfectly fine in that respect. The soundbar does not work. It physically fits, and there is the port on the back for the power that it needs, and the cord fits that as well, but it just doesn't work. So I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Probably is something wrong with the screen, because the bar worked perfectly fine 10 minutes ago on the old screen, so I don't know what's going on there. This monitor is scalding hot, particularly right over here is super hot. So that would offer some explanation as to why these don't last very long, or should I say become unreliable over time. I almost wonder if I should like drill some holes in here or something to try to let the heat out. You know, like in comparison to this screen, this is just a couple degrees above ambient. I mean, it's not heating up really at all to note, but this thing is hot, so that's not good, especially because being near the window. I usually put a piece of cardboard over the back when it's sunny out, but it's going to get a little bit of extra heat in the summertime, and it's just going to be running scalding hot, so I'm not sure that this is the best answer for here. I don't know. Maybe 2 of those screens, the smaller ones, instead of this one big one. I don't know. I'll have to see. Or maybe I'll just put it back because it was fine. If I can't get the soundbar to work, this is going to be kind of a nuisance. But I don't know. I kind of want to change it out because I've got so many other screens I want to use. If I don't start changing them out, I'm never going to get around to using them. So I'll clean this up, and then I got to figure out what to do about the soundbar. And maybe I got to try a different one. I don't know. Guess I could just set up speakers here instead. The window is so nice to have it clean. It looks great. I definitely got to get all the other ones cleaned up soon. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm gonna check out, take a bath, and eat something else. Watch a couple videos, and I'll check out. Looks like Sadie has already checked out. Yeah, not a terribly productive day. Oops, I just woke her up. Hey, buddy. I fixed the music thing, the speaker table over there, washed a couple of the windows. I didn't get any videos done really. I wanted to, well, I did the one cooking video, I guess, and I did this video, but I wanted to do some other videos. It's alright, you go back to sleep, okay? Let's see. Yeah, I got this all cleaned up. This is good. This was very constructive. This looks so much better now. This was really turning into an eyesore with all the extra equipment there and another big computer there, so this is good. Tomorrow I got to clean up the garage and all the large items out of the garage for the bats, and then on Tuesday I got to put everything back in the garage, and then we can start setting things up in the garage and doing additional wiring in here. I want to put an outlet in behind the TV, both power and data, so I can get rid of that cable that runs over, and I want to replace that network jack over there with one that's got 4 plugs. Although, well, now that the TV won't be plugged in there, maybe that's not necessary, but it won't be an issue because it's there'll be access to that now. So I think that's it for now. Pretty good day. and Sadie will be here for part of tomorrow as well. I'll try to do a video of the day tomorrow too, because I've been having a lot of people asking for them, so keep recording them.